You walk to a stream and clean yourself as best you can. So you've killed a judge. Good job. Thank you. You're very welcome, Clint says. Who the hell is Clint? I look at Clint questioningly, starting to feel the limitations of playing a character that can't speak. You look at Clint questioningly. That's helpful, game. Let's continue. It's a feature, not a bug, he replies. What did you do that for? You ask angrily. No, I don't. I just wanted to finish the story. Sure. Let's try that again. Well, the judge was a rather unpleasant man. I believe he deserved it. You nod. Mm-hmm. Clint says, clearly uncomfortable. I walk away. So where are we headed to next, you ask? We? Clint repeats, shaking his head. Yeah, and I can't talk, so let's not say that. I should get back. I have to organize the men. Oh yes, of course. God damn it, stop speaking. I need to get home. It's night now, you say. No, I don't. I can't speak. In fact, instead of just walking away, I'm going to walk away without saying anything, specifically. You walk away without saying anything, though Clint calls after you. Oh, and if you see a beautiful woman in a red dress, my sister is often wearing it. Try not to get distracted. Okay, dude. I head to the outskirts of Sillin. Yeah, I think it's about time we actually get started on the quest. You walk off into the wilderness. Your armor clanks and clanks as you walk. My leather armor is clanking. The sound of every step echoing across the wilderness. Why are we going so far? Faye asks. I don't know who Faye is. I maul Faye to death. I don't trust people that just randomly appear. You grab Faye by the throat and begin to squeeze. Blood pours from her neck as her eyes bulge. I'm going to kill you, you growl. Please, no, please stop, Faye sobs. I'm going to kill you. You're strangling me, Faye gasps. Alright, I feel kind of guilty, so I'm gonna let go. I let go and growl at Faye. You let go of Faye's throat and she collapses to the ground. She begins to convulse as her body starts to die. Jesus. Alright. That wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. Continue to the outskirts of Sillin. You encounter a jungle. You walk along for a few minutes before Faye speaks up. I'm not sure we should go this way, she says. It looks too much like a path. Well, apparently Faye's fine. Alright. I look for the beast from the bounty. You walk along the path for a while before something begins to gnaw at your mind. You stop walking and concentrate. You concentrate hard, trying to force one thought into your mind. Then all of a sudden, the gnawing is gone. You're now free from that mind-numbing sensation. Okay. I continue looking for the beasts. Continue on the path as your mind starts to wander. The old empire was run by a tyrannical government that enslaved the people. And I don't care about that, just look for the friggin' beasts. You stare ahead, but your eyes seem to start to wander. You see one of the dwarves walking along. When he seems to vanish from sight, he then reappears right in front of you. I roar. You roar. The dwarves look at you in confusion. You seem agitated, friend, one of them says. Is there something wrong? Yeah, I was just attacked by a bunch of you. Ignore the dwarf and look for a farm. I think the contract said that the beasts were attacking farmland, so... You ignore the dwarf and continue to look for a farm. You spot one peeking through the trees. There's a farm over there, you point out. Where? I go to the farm. I'm just gonna ignore it when it says I spoke. I'm gonna assume it means I gestured to that somehow. You walk to the farm, but as you approach, you start feeling nervous. Should we really ambush them like that? Faye asks. It's the only option we've got, you reply. Ambush them? What the hell are you talking about? Let's try that again. You walk towards the farm, which seems to be a large stone hut. You slowly creep forward before you hear the roars of a dragon. Jesus. I hide. A bear is no challenge for a dragon. You hide behind a tree and the dragon screams in pain. You wait for a few seconds before you hear the splashing of water. The dragon must have dropped down into the lake. Interesting. Maybe I can take an injured dragon. I follow the dragon. This is probably pretty stupid, but... You slowly creep forward before you hear a shriek. Is that Faye, you whisper? Suddenly the dragon screams as its head is stabbed by a sword. No, it's Clint. God damn it. I don't know anything about Clint. Warrior shouts. Clint, is that really you? A female voice asks. Yes, Clint says happily. Whatever, attack the dragon. You charge forward and grab the sword, stabbing it through the dragon's neck. The dragon screams before dying. Killed it, Clint says happily. I killed it, Clint, not you. Growl at Clint. What? Clint asks, frowning. You raise your claw and slash it at Clint's throat, slicing it open. Clint screams as blood spurts out of his neck. I did not mean to do that, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it and head back to Sillin. I'm guessing the dragon was the beast I was supposed to kill. You walk back along the path before you hear a scream. You turn and see Clint slumped against a tree. No, why me? I'm a good person, Clint screams. Man, I didn't choose this, alright? It just happened. Keep walking. What are you thinking? You'll get yourself killed, Clinton says. This isn't my fault. You knew the risks. You reply. Yeah, it's not my fault I ripped out your throat. Leave. You leave and continue to head back to town. The sun is high in the sky and you've a long way to go. You yawn. I turn in the bounty for the dragon. You'll find the man wearily and hand him the purse of gold coins. Thank you, he said. What? That's not right. Try again. The man nods. I see. Well, you can head up to the fort and turn in the bounty for the dragon. I'll tell you what you need to do next. You nod and he hands you a bottle of clear liquid. Drink this. It'll help you stomach when fighting dragons. You raise an elbow. Elbow? Eyebrow. How does this work? Whatever, just head to the castle. Sometimes in this game you just kind of have to ignore it. The man shrugs before leading you outside. You find yourself at the large gates of a massive castle. The sun's shining brightly and it's a perfect day for several reasons. I enter the castle. You walk up to the castle gates and stop, looking at them. You feel a shaking at your side and turn to look at Faye. She's shivering, looking pale and nervous. I don't care. I don't even know why Faye is following me, especially after I tried to kill her. Should we really go through with this? Faye asks. You shrug and look back at the gates. They're large, intimidating iron gates that surround a large, lush courtyard. I growl and nod affirmatively before entering the castle. What? You ask. You nod and hold the gate open for her. You walk through and she enters. You close the gate behind her and search for a servant or guard to ask. You spot a couple of guards carrying luggage and hurry up to them. Hey, you say. One of the guards turns to you. Yes? I show him the bounty letter. He reads it and his eyes widen. We have a dragon's head as our reward, you ask. What? We should tell someone. The guard nods and drags you into the castle. You run after him. He leads you through a long passageway that ends in a great hall filled with people getting dressed and prepared for the day. A maid walks past carrying a tray of fruit. You grab an apple and take a bite out of it. The maid stares at you and you realize you're not wearing a shirt. Ah, I see you've met our housekeeper, Miss Needley, the guard says. Turn in the bounty. That's all I'm here for, dude. Guard nods. I'll tell the captain. We should find themselves a place to stay. You nod and the guard leads you through the castle to a door on the other side of the hall. Am I ever gonna be able to turn in this freaking bounty? He opens it with a key and walks inside. You find yourself in a comfortable room with a 4-poster bed, a fireplace, a bookshelf, and more. I don't need a place to stay, dude. I just need money. There's a desk with a lamp on it next to the room. There are 2 doors leading from the room, one to a privy and the other you aren't sure of. I leave to find the guard captain. And I misspelled it. You walk through the castle hallways looking for the guard captain. You pass by a large library filled with a large variety of books. I don't care about the library. You stop to glance at the library doors. You're just about to turn away when you find the guard captain, when you hear a voice calling to you. You turn to look and see a young girl around 12 or 13 by her age walking down a broad hallway. She has long black hair and wears a blue dress. She nods at you, smiling. I nod back and continue to look for the guard captain. You continue to look for the guard captain, but when you find him, he's not in his office and it seems he's left for the day. You decide to leave and walk out the door. God damn it. God damn it. I turn in the bounty. I don't care who I turn it into. I just need to find someone who can take this bounty. You quickly walk back to the man behind the counter and show him the letter he gave you. He reads it, his bushy eyebrows creeping up his forehead. I'm not sure what this means. I've never heard of such a thing. You shrug and head out the door. God damn it. You know, I think it was the Sillin Council that originally gave me the bounty, so I'll head out and look for them. You head out of the castle into the village. You bump into someone and you apologize, but the voice exclaims, "Nonsense, we should be careful with our greetings." I find the Sillin Council. You walk through the village looking for the council. You soon find it, a large house with a lot of people standing around looking at maps outside. You knock on the door. I give the bounty letter to the council and hold out a paw for gold. You hand the letter over to the council and hold out your paw for some payment, but nobody hands you any. Am I gonna have to maul some motherfuckers? You frown, but take it in stride and turn to leave. Before you leave, through a small cub walks up to you. It's a dirty, ragged little thing that looks like it's almost in tears. I don't care about the cub. I mauled a Scylla council. I'm tired of this. You stomp forward, punching the cub. Oh my god, no, that's not what I meant to do. He falls backward and you finish him off by sitting a foot on his chest and ripping out his throat. Jesus Christ, that is not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna try that again. You swing your fist, smashing it into the little creature's head. I don't want to kill the cub, Jesus. Okay, just go back. I just look at the cub. And the AI doesn't know what to do. Okay, go back. I pat the cub on the head. You pat the cub on the head, yes. The little thing smiles, and a large stack of gold coins appears in your paw. You count out 30 gold coins and put them into the cub's small, grubby paw. Hey, wait, what? Why am I giving him money? I never said to give him money. Whatever. Go back to the council. You walk into the council, ignoring the stare of the villagers. You find the old woman in a large chair. She looks up at you and nods. Yes, you show her the gold. I show, what gold? What are you talking about? I roar at the councilwoman intimidatingly and hold out a paw for gold. The councilwoman looks up to you and sighs, shaking her head slightly. Leave us, she whispers, please. You nod and walk out of the room. No, I don't. I maul the councilwoman. You lunge forward, your teeth biting into her neck. You hear a scream of rage and you snap your head around quickly. Your jaws close around her face. It's always way more brutal than I expected to be. You feel her hands grasp your mane and she pulls you forward slightly, then pushes you away. You slam into a wall and the woman screams. I killed the woman. You raise your head and sniff the air. The scent of fresh blood fills your nostrils and you push away from the wall. You spring into action, charging the other 6 people in the room. Kill everyone. You leap forward, you smash into the first man, knocking him into the next. They all bounce off into the villagers. You stare at you in horror as they get crushed under your weight. Loot the corpses. I'm getting my money one way or another. You swing around, grabbing a man on each side and begin to drag them towards the walls. You drop one and throw the other into the wall. They both bounce off, so you drop them and swing around or grab the next 2. They too are flung at the wall and they too bounce off. I finish them off. You swing around, grabbing the last 2 villagers. You pull them out from you, and they stare at you in fear as you drop your jaws and let your teeth slip free from your mouth. They let out a scream as you bite down, tearing through flesh and sinew with ease. You drop the 2 dead bodies at your feet. You watch the remaining 4 villagers stare at you. I loot the bodies. You walk slowly towards the bodies. You stare down at them and you smile. Well, you think to yourself. At least they won't be torturing anyone anymore. You reach down and grab the 2 closest to you. You heft them over your head and walk around the room, collecting as many as you can. Okay, when I said loot the bodies, I didn't mean literally loot the bodies. I meant search them for money. Search the bodies for money. And also, who the hell were they torturing? That came out of nowhere. You move slowly around the room, counting out gold coins. I leave and head into the woods. You walk slowly through the woods, collecting berries and mushrooms. I think I found enough food, you tell the others. I find a cave to sleep in. You walk deeper into the cave, finding a nice ledge to sleep on. This is perfect, you say. You lie down, staring into the darkness. Good night, everyone. Good night indeed. I think this is a good place to stop, now that I've murdered a crapload of people. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to, leave a like and subscribe and all that. And if you want to see me do something different with the AI series, the AI Dungeon series, make sure to leave a comment and all that. So I will see you guys next time.